So, I want to talk about marketing in 2025 for photography businesses specifically, but also I think this might be applicable to a lot of small businesses. So, I'm interested if anyone has thoughts on what you're doing to market yourself lately. I'd be really curious. It's January in Ohio and things are really slow in the photography world. And I don't really hate that because July through December, it's kind of crazy with fall portraits and family portraits and then Christmas and everything. So having a little downtime is not the worst thing in the world. And I do still have orders coming in. I just don't have a lot of sessions booked for right now. It's a great time to sort of, reevaluate my marketing plan, think about what I did this past year and in previous years, and think about what I want to do in 2025. I'm going to say 2024 was a different kind of year for me. I sort of abandoned a lot of the marketing things that I'd done in the past in 2024. I'm going to say that wasn't a great choice. It definitely was a slower year for me. A lot of people were dealing, with higher prices on a lot of goods, and photography is like a luxury good. So it's one of those things that people might forego if they feel like they're struggling. So it's hard to know for sure exactly what all factors played into it, but I have to assume that my marketing changes did have an effect. And when I say marketing changes, what I actually mean by that is I did almost nothing in 2024 to market myself. Previous years, I would do one or two direct mail postcards. I would do a lot of local sports sponsorships or event sponsorships to get my name out there. And I got kind of cheap about things. I'm not going to lie. That's why I didn't do direct mail. I just didn't feel like spending the money on it. But when it came to the football sponsorship, I really just missed the deadline. That was dumb. That's on me. I have no idea how much it affected my business. I just didn't do any of that. And as an aside, I'm recording this at the gallery where I'm a partner artist, which I've talked about before, again, for the 3 people who've watched my videos. For whatever reason, the heat won't stop running, and it's like 83 degrees in here. So in 2024, I decided I wanted to focus more on marketing myself on Instagram. My theory being like, hey, that's where the kids are, right? If I could get, a little more traction on Instagram, it might be seen by local high school students who would then want to come to me for their senior portraits. This was my theory. However, if you look me up on Instagram, you will probably think, oh no, you actually didn't lean into doing Instagram at all. You did like 10 posts and then quit. You would be right about that because Instagram got frustrating really quickly. And I don't think I'm alone in this. Nobody sees my posts. I have like 450 followers. I think I've picked up maybe 3 this year. And again, I didn't put a lot of effort into it, but it's really hard to motivate yourself when, you spend a lot of time making something, a carousel or a reel or anything else, even just a regular post. It takes time. It's not zero time or effort. It's not even being seen by a small fraction of the people that follow me. And I think this is what a lot of us are seeing on Instagram. I don't see the posts of people I follow. People who follow me don't see my posts. And we're also not getting any traction as far as like picking up new followers. At this point, I don't even know. If you don't go viral, it seems almost impossible. And that's fine. Instagram's business model can be what they want it to be. But the point is, I don't think that that's very helpful for me in my business. And I think that was a strategic error on my part. I didn't really think it through. I don't have a business. Like if people in California see my reels, so what? I need my work seen by the people in the 30-mile radius near where I live. I'm a local small business. And I feel like Instagram is not really geared for that. I'm willing to be told differently. If you have a strategy that worked for you and you reached people in the area around you, I would love to hear that. One case in point, I think, is I made a reel that was a reel about posing. And the advice was like, wear something with pockets. One of your 3 or 4 outfits should have pockets because it helps with posing options. And then I included a bunch of examples of my work. I think I posted it in August or September. It has about 300 views on Instagram. About 200 accounts have actually seen it. I posted the same thing to YouTube where I have no followers, posted on YouTube as a short, and within a couple weeks it had 500 views. So, it got way more traction on YouTube than it did on Instagram. And, it just sort of reinforced my feeling like this is a waste of my time. And I'm not really sure if it is or not, but I don't really feel like experimenting with it right now. I don't love Instagram anyway. I wish I felt differently about it. I really do. I don't need to go viral. I need to be famous within, again, a 30-mile radius. So how do I do that? I feel like Facebook has some of the same issues. I have like 250, 60 followers on there. It's been stuck at that for 5 years, maybe more. To be fair, I've dedicated zero actual effort to it. There have been times in the past when I posted a lot on there. Every single session I'll post something, or most sessions. Maybe I pick up a couple followers, but very few. Facebook, I do think, is more local, but I also feel like that's getting oversaturated as well. We have a local page, for our town, Granville in the Know. I feel like there's a dozen photographers posting on there, repeatedly posting about mini sessions that they have that they don't seem to be filling up. And I think it gets oversaturated to the point where people just scroll past. I think in 2025, I'm going to go back to doing things, one that costs a little bit of money, maybe less time than Instagram, but things that I feel like I've had success with in the past. Also things that I can control more, right? What we're finding with Instagram and Facebook and the TikTok ban and then unbanned, and it's sort of still up in the air where that is. I think it's a good reminder that we don't have a lot of control over these things. And if you spend a lot of time building up your following there, you could lose it very quickly, or I could spend time getting to the point where I have 10,000 Instagram followers and everybody's seeing my work, and then they change things up again. And again, I'm not appearing in anyone's feed. Even the people that follow me, I'm still not showing up there. I don't have any control over it. And that feels pretty frustrating. And if you're thinking, yeah, but you're on YouTube where you have all of 3 followers, what are you doing here? The answer to that is that I kind of like YouTube and I'm having fun learning how to make videos and learning how to edit videos. So yeah, I want to keep doing that. And I feel like, the YouTube video format and the things I'm doing on here are very different than what I feel like Reels formats are. The short form, do something splashy and quick to get followers sort of thing is just maybe not my jam. Vertical video is an abomination, but that's a whole other video. So anyway, still on YouTube. Who knows how much longer I'll keep at this too, because it's the same thing, right? Like I'm not doing anything interesting enough to appear in the algorithms. And even if I were, it could change in a heartbeat. I think in 2025, I want to go back to things that I can control more. My website, I want to start posting on my blog more. I do find that I don't have very many posts on there right now, but I do still find when I look at my statistics that people will end up directly on a page from my blog because the search engines are finding it. And I can even post some videos on there too if I want. I'm going to go back to doing my sports sponsorships. I do think that's a great way to get my name out there and support the community. And I'm going to do at least one direct mail postcard mailing. I think I want to budget for 2 this year and see how that goes. See if it builds up, a little bit of momentum for my senior portrait business. I think direct mail is one of those things where you have to decide what your budget is, that you're willing to gamble on that. And generally my budget is such that if I even schedule a couple portrait sessions out of it, it's pretty much a wash. So, and I'm going to keep doing YouTube videos because I enjoy working on videos and learning more about it. One other thing I might try that I don't really know too much about it, but I might give Google AdWords a try. I did try it a few years ago, but I didn't really lean into it very much. So it's hard to say whether it helped or not. Now I'm just rambling. Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, marketing plans for 2025. As always, I'm mostly just talking to myself, trying to work things out and decide what I want to do and maybe feel less alone while I'm doing it, because running your own business is a very lonely process, especially I think for, creatives and things, because we're often just one person running an entire business and doing every single part of it, including all the decision making. So thanks for watching. If you stayed this long, wow. You stayed through a lot of my ramblings, and thank you. I appreciate it. But hit like, subscribe as we move through 2025. I'll be talking more about what I do to run my photography business, working with clients and all those things coming up, probably.